Dear students, now we are going to present the summary of the lesson. I have a dream. I have dream as in fact a very wonderful speech delivered by Martin Luther King Jr., an American pastor, a rights activist, humanitarian, and leader in the African American civil rights movement in 1963. In this speech, he addresses the black people and tells them that America has failed to act upon the Emancipation Proclamation signed 100 years ago. It was signed by Abraham Lincoln, who was the 16th President of the United States of America from 1861 to 1865. Martin Luther King Jr. tells his people that they are still suffering from segregation, poverty, discrimination, and slavery. He tells them that they had been cruelly treated and deprived of their social, political, and economic justice. Martin Luther King Jr. tells the black people that they must raise their voice against the injustices and break the handcuffs of slavery. But at the same time, he forbids them to adopt the way of violence or militancy or aggression for getting their rights. He advises them to continue their struggle for freedom unendingly. He tells them that they must continue their struggle until they get equal rights of justice, lodging a vote, and the right to mobility from one place to another, from their ghettos to the places and cities of white men. He asks them not to take rest until they get freedom from the injustices, cruelties, slavery of the rulers. He further tells his black people that they must get not disappointed but go to their respective cities with the mind to change the situation and get freedom from injustices and police brutalities. He tells them that the day is not far away that the sons of slaves and those of slave owners will sit together on the red hills of Georgia at the table of brotherhood. He clarifies that the state of Mississippi is suffering from the injustice in oppression will enjoy the fruit of freedom and justice. Recalling his dream, recalling his dream, Martin Luther King tells the black people that in future the children of the black and those of the white will be able to go hand in hand with one another. And further he says that the black people onwards will work together, struggle together, pray together, and even go to prisons together, and they will stand up for freedom together to bring about the reign of justice, freedom, and prosperity. And they will sing the song of freedom together. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. And he tells his freedom that some white people also have understood their problem, and they knew that their freedom and their future was closely tied together with the black people, and they cannot remain segregated or far away from one another. So he tells them that they should not hate the white people because they were not all their enemies, and they should try to wipe out the violence. They should not adopt the way of violence to get their rights. Thank you.